Caleb Plant is setting his sights on a rematch with Canelo Alvarez, believing the Mexican superstar isn't the same formidable opponent he once was. Plant, who suffered an 11th round knockout loss to Alvarez in their 2021 bout, is confident that the tables could turn if they meet again. His immediate focus is on defeating Jose Armando Reséndez on May 31st, followed by a potential clash with Jermall Charlo, aiming to position himself for another shot at Canelo. Alvarez's upcoming fight against Terence Crawford in September is crucial for his career trajectory. His recent performances, including a lackluster showing against William Skull, have raised questions about his current form. In that bout, Canelo threw only 152 punches over 12 rounds, landing 56, resulting in a 36.8% connect, a significant drop from his usual out. Plant, meanwhile, is preparing for his bout against Reséndez at the Michelob Ultra Arena in Las Vegas. Reséndez, a 26-year-old with a 15-2 record and 11 knockouts, presents a formidable challenge. Plant acknowledges the threat, especially considering he was knocked down in his last fight against Trevor McCumbee in September. Reflecting on Alvarez's recent performance, Plant remarked, "I don't think it's the same Canelo, not quite, but I kind of figured it was going to be like that." He noted that Canelo seemed less aggressive and was countered multiple times by Skull, which diminished his usual dominance. Looking ahead to the potential Alvarez-Crawford matchup, Plant expressed interest, stating, "I think we're going to see a great fight." He also mentioned that if Crawford emerges victorious, he would consider challenging him, recognizing Crawford's exceptional skills despite the weight class difference. Plant's determination to reclaim his position at the top of the super middleweight is evident. With strategic victories and a keen eye on his rival's performances, he's positioning himself for another significant opportunity in the boxing world. Caleb Plant isn't just talking about a comeback, he's visualizing it, breathing it in, preparing to walk through fire to make it happen. Ever since that loss to Canelo in 2021, the desire to rewrite that chapter has been sitting heavy on his chest. He's convinced that the man who beat him back then isn't the same guy walking into the ring. Plant isn't saying that to be disrespectful, he's saying it because he truly believes it. To him, Canelo has slowed down. The sharpness, the timing, the urgency, it's all dulled just a little. And in boxing, that little means everything. It's the difference between a glancing shot and a fight-ending uppercut, and Plant believes he can be the one to deliver. But before he can get anywhere near Canelo again, he has to handle what's right in front of Jose Armando Reséndez. This isn't some tune-up fight. Reséndez is a hungry, dangerous 26-year-old with real knockout power, and Plant knows it. He's not underestimating the kid for a second. He's been studying, training, and sharpening every tool in his kit. Because if he slips up here, everything, his comeback, his shot at redemption, his rematch hopes, they all vanish. One mistake, and Reséndez becomes the man everyone's talking about. That's the pressure Plant's carrying into the ring. On May 31st, and he welcomes it, he's also keeping a close watch on Jermall Charlo. That fight is another key step if he wants to climb his way back to the top. Charlo's a tough, athletic, and highly skilled opponent, and a win against him would add serious weight to Plant's resume. It's a gauntlet path. Reséndez first, Charlo next, then maybe Canelo. But Plant's not flinching. He's motivated by the sting of past defeat and the clarity that comes from knowing exactly what he wants. This isn't a fighter wandering in the dark. This is a man with a blueprint, and every jab, every round, is designed to move him closer to that rematch. When Plant looks at Canelo now, he doesn't see the unbeatable force that once towered. Over the super middleweight division, he sees a veteran fighter showing cracks. Against William Skull, Canelo looked tentative, even weary at times. He didn't press the action the way he used to. He wasn't cutting off the ring like the old days. For Plant, that was telling. It showed a version of Canelo that he believes he can now handle, especially with the right adjustments. In his own words, he's not planning a complete overhaul. He just needs to tweak a few things, sharpen up some angles, and he's convinced. The outcome would be different, and while everyone is hyping the Crawford versus Canelo showdown, Plant isn't getting caught up in the noise. He respects Crawford immensely, even called himself a fan, but he's watching that fight with the eye of a hunter. Because if Crawford wins and takes the super middleweight crown, that opens a whole new door. Plant has never been shy about chasing the biggest fights, and whether it's Canelo again or Crawford first time, he's all in. He wants the spotlight, pressure, the legacy-defining moments, and unlike 4 years ago, he feels like this time he's ready. Finish the story on his time.